Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by DeVry University. Different on purpose. A 1-1 deadlock. Cubs shooting for the sweep. Brewers trying to salvage one before they head home. They're in a long stretch of games in Milwaukee. This is the only series during a 20-game stretch they'll be wearing the road uniforms. John Lester, ball one. On the ground, Herrera ranging to his glove side. Short throw. So we look ahead at the White Sox this weekend. Off day Monday. And then the Tigers and the Braves on the next homestand before the Cubs head to California. Addison Russell inside. Cravy's been good today. That one laborious inning the second, but he limited the damage.
Yeah, he was a little lumpy there in the second, but he's been pretty smooth since then.
Kind of sounded like Joe Madden. Instead of clumpy, it was lumpy.
Continue to work with that quick tempo. At good command of his changeup, and that's kept the Cub hitters off the fastball a little bit. This is an extended tryout essentially for Cravy, trying to press his case to be part of their rotation next year. Kyle Loesch due to be a free agent. He's had a miserable year. Willie Peralta should be back. We've seen two good youngsters, Youngman and Jimmy Nelson, figured to be in the rotation next year, along with Matt Garza, who's in this is year 2 of 4 for Garza with the Brewers.
Yep. Quickly out to the mound after the walk, and ball one.
Might have been just a reminder, hey, don't try to be too quick with your delivery if you make quality pitches.
That's a strike. Russell back in time. On the corner.
It's a good-looking shirt right there.
Kind of has it all covered.
He's got a little Homer and the Glowman going on in there somewhere. Hey, 84 East, Sheffield, and Harry's glasses.
Pretty good lead by Russell. Driven in the air to right. Braun is back to the warning track. And it might be gone or off the basket. I don't know if they call it a home run. You got to keep running. Russell on his way to the plate. He's going to score. Fowler's going to stop at second. That ball boomerang off the basket. So it's either in and out of the basket for a homer, or it hit the yellow rope and bounced back in. It'll at least be 2-1 Cubs. It might be 3-1.
Yeah, that was funky.
I don't know if any umpire said a home run. I don't think they did.
No. Second base umpire Eric Cooper ruled in play.
That hit, I think it hit the green wall behind. That thing shot like a cannon back toward the field.
It might have hit the edge of that wall, right on the corner. And that's probably what propelled it back onto the playing field the way it did.
Yeah, that's going to be a 2-run homer.
But there's no other explanation, right? With that, the trajectory of the fly ball and the way it came back onto the playing field, it couldn't have hit the bottom of the basket.
I mean, I don't see it hitting that yellow rope and going that hard back toward the field. It's really hard to tell conclusively, though, on that replay that it hit the green wall.
Yeah, the law of physics, though, and I don't know.
Right.
You know, depending on how good of a look they have. I mean, can you draw the same conclusion, or do you have to clearly see the ball fly over the basket before making that determination if you're reviewing the video in New York?
So this is really interesting, because you're right. I think it was a home run. But you got to know for sure, since that was not the call on the field. But it sure looked like it hit the green wall.
Yeah, and I think the call on the field is the right call if you don't know. Just let it play out and then review it and see if it went out of the ballpark. If you call home run and then you're wrong there, you have the issue of trying to place the base runners. I'm going to go with common sense prevails, and it's a home run.
Yep.
We'll continue to collect these videos for our board game, our CNET umpire review game that we're going to put out in time for the holidays.
See, again,
Yeah, I guess
I don't think you can use common sense here, though, JD. I think it's got to be, you see that it's a home run. And
yeah, and there may be enough there with that look right there for them to come to that conclusion. Because as I watch the ball fly in and fly out, I can't come to any other conclusion.
Yeah, see, right. There you can't.
I can't tell on my monitor. I
can't totally tell.
Can't see where the ball is.
Yeah.
People at home might have a better look than we have.
The rope theoretically would move too if the ball hit it. Yep. Okay, they got it right. So that's a 2-run homer for Fowler.
he flirted with
Cubs
one
lead
last
3-1.
time. Yeah, man, hit that bullet foul last time. Up this time, indeed, he gets home run number 12.
Toyota home run cam.
Back Needham. Not doing a lot of hitting these last couple of nights, but getting big hits.
Breaking ball strike on Schwarber. Big home run for Fowler, his 12th of the year. Yeah, so in your umpire review board game, if you said home run right off the bat, you advance.
Yeah, you advance 3 spaces. And you collect 5 Harry Wendelstedt bonus points.
Right. And just to clarify my point, you know, the trajectory of the bounce, all of that is absolutely true, but that's not how New York looks at it. It's, do we see the ball behind the yellow rope? And they found an angle that showed it was. Kyle Schwarber deep to center. It is gone. They've gone back to back.
Necessary. Young Mr. Schwarber, dead central, just missed one in that direction a couple of nights ago. And some bat speed right there, boy. That's a Toyota home run cam. What a pretty swing. That's number 7 for Kyle. Uh-oh. Collateral damage.
Babe Schwarber. That'll be it for Cravy. A 3-run 5th and a couple of home runs. Pitching change. We'll be back.
Join the Mississippi Valley Patriots in honoring our military, law enforcement, and firefighters with their tribute to our fallen on August 22nd at Davenport Memorial Park. Keynote speaker Debbie Lee will share the story of her son Mark, the first Navy SEAL killed in Iraq in 2006. Then we will light the field of flags and read the names of the fallen from the past year. Tribute to our fallen, Saturday, August 22nd in Davenport Memorial Park, honoring their service and sacrifice.
To come up with a great answer,
shake your butt when you're happy.
You have to think different. Name something you might like about living life as a woman.
Have my own breasts.
Yes! Yes! My very own breast! Find a whole new reality here on The Feud.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
3 LA ladies could not get a date until a day came that would alter their fate.
They're looking at us. In LA, they look past us.
They crashed in a place unlike any they'd been, where age doesn't matter and who cares if you're thin.
In Cleveland, everybody seems to think they can pull off wearing shorts.
Yes, Cleveland and all that these women could seek, and there you will find them 5 nights a week.
I get disgusting gestures 10 times a day. It is fantastic.
Not in Cleveland.
A full hour today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Is Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7.
Cubs with consecutive home runs for the first time since mid-May. Corey Knebel taking over for Cravy.
Knebel a hard
4-1.
97-mile-an-hour heater there. So as you might expect, pretty good strikeout numbers. 37 punch-outs and 31 2/3. starting pitcher dispatched by the Cubs early.
One other note, that was a crew chief review on the Fowler home run. It was not a manager challenge. Called strike 3, got him on a fastball.
Off the plate. Tough break for Coughlin.
One 1-0 on Rizzo. Fouled away, third base side out of play. So Fowler now at 12. He's one away from his career high set with the Rockies in 2012. And he hit 13. He hit 12 2013. And 12 his first year with the Cubs. Number 22 for Rizzo.
Somebody say something about an air show being in town? My goodness. A barrage here in the 5th. Boom, boom, boom. Low heat elevated. Just the 7th in this ballpark this year for Anthony.
That was a breaking ball. Fans don't like it, but it was 81 miles an hour. The guy throws 97.
That was an unnerved breaking ball. Yeah. That's what that was.
3 homers here in the 5th. Bryant went that time 1-1. Boy, this offense has its mojo working. That was one of your keys to the game, the air show.
It'll airborne. Yeah, there's been very few days where the hitters have been able to take advantage of these conditions. I don't know that any one of these home runs needed any help.
Ground ball to third. And that'll end the inning. But it was a fun inning, wasn't it? A walk and then 3 homers. 5-1.
Tonight,
we can only protect JT for so long.
when you chase the devil,
Do you think it's a trap?
you could catch hell.
Well, this changes everything.
Beauty and the Beast. All new episode.
Tonight on the Quad Cities CW. Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady. You won't see them face off in the regular season. You'll only see them on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station. Tonight, the Packers take on the Super Bowl winning Patriots. Football is back. Packers, Patriots. Tonight, coverage begins at 6 on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station.
2.5 Men presents Manly Rules of the House. Number 30, think before you drink.
Can I have some of that?
Beer? No.
Why not?
Well,
It's like this. Alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, so?
I rest my case.
It's 2.5 Men.
A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
My name's Buck Naked. I'm a porno actor.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
They'll stop at nothing
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
to make an impression.
Sure you don't want me to take my clothes off? 'Cause I'll do it.
A little respect, for I am Costanza, Lord of the Idiots.
Seinfeld.
Weeknights on the Quad Cities CW.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm. Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Today on the Quad Cities CW.
Welcome back. Sunday, August 23rd. Cubs play the Braves. First pitch, 120. First 5,000 kids will receive a Cubs toy airplane presented by American Airlines. After the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger with wristbands will have an opportunity to run the bases, weather permitting. For more information, visit Cubs.com.
5-1. The Cubs have the lead. Jonathan Herrera now in to play second base. Rogers, Elian Herrera, and Perez due for Milwaukee. Popped him up. And it is Herrera.
Folks, don't forget to check out the Cubs blog on ABC7Chicago.com. Brought to you by Jeff Vukovich, your local nationwide agent, serving the area for 37 years. To join the nation, contact Jeff at jeffvuk.com. Nationwide is on your side.
Each team with 5 hits, but 3 of the Cubs hits have left the ballpark. Change up outside on Herrera. And a nice note from Marilyn Flores, big Cub fan. Also Marianne Pressman from Rockford, Illinois, recently celebrated a big birthday. Joe Stakowitz checking in from Granger, Indiana. They've got a Knights of Columbus group coming here in early September for their 16th annual trek to Wrigley. That's going to find the left field corner. Herrera to second. He will stop there with a double.
With 1 out in the 5th inning, Gene Segura caught trying to steal third base by David Ross. A huge play, one that he was thrown out for 1, and for 2, just the ability to shut down the running game there will now give these Brewer base runners pause. That coupled with the fact that they're down 4 runs. Mace just shut them down altogether. We'll see.
Deep left. Schwarber's back. He'll have to play it off the wall. Nice barehanded play. He's going to keep Paris to a single as Milwaukee will add a run to their total. It's 5-2. Kyle Schwarber keeping Perez out of scoring position. It's an RBI single.
Good quick reaction to barehand that carom. Keeping the double play in order. Jason Mott working with some urgency now.
Kyle Loesch up in the Milwaukee pen. A couple of former Cardinal teammates, Mott and Loesch. Schaefer bunts it foul. So who hit the homers again? Was Fowler from which side of the plate?
Left.
Schwarber's what kind of hitter? Left. Rizzo?
Left.
Lester's pitching today. It must be National Left-Handers Day.
Is it indeed National Left-Handers Day?
24th annual. Go to lefthandersday.com. You can join the free Left-Handers Club if you'd like. And quoting from the website, August 13th is a chance to tell your family and friends how proud you are of being left-handed and also raise awareness of the everyday issues lefties face as we live in a world designed for right-handers. Runner goes. Ross's throw late into the shortstop side. Perez with a steal.
And that answered the question as to whether it was shut down the running game or not. Huge lead, and off he went. Yeah, we are, a minority that has not been given our due. Scissors. Walk into a golf shop, try to find some left-handed clubs.
Watches, right? Got to reach on the other side to wind it. Yeah. Put it on your right arm. Yeah, but come on. Jimi Hendrix just turned the guitar over upside down. That was cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
He made do.
That's because lefties are creative. There used to be a lot of evil connotations with being left-handed. Way back in the day, like in the Dark Ages, left-handed people were considered kind of sinister.
I think we've gotten past that now. Called strike 3. Number 9 for John Lester. Hey, that was a song by the Beatles, right? Paul McCartney, left-handed. Here's another lefty, Shane Peterson.
If Craig Counsell was tempted to use Kyle Lohse as a hitter in this situation, if he was ready to pitch. 4-man for the Brewers today. 3 left-handed hitters and then the backup catcher Maldonado.
Well, it is 5-2, but one quick glance at the flags in center will tell you all you need to know about a game like this at Wrigley. And the throw goes behind Perez as Ross is hunting outs on the bases here, trying to get his starter out of the inning. Yeah, you don't ever feel comfortable with a 3-run lead on a day like this. That's a strike. 1-1. This will be the 100th pitch for John. If he can get through this inning on a day with the wind blowing out, on a day in which the Brewers have been running all afternoon with a 5-2 lead, that'll be a quality start.
His string of 7 consecutive starts with at least 7 innings pitched will have come to an end, but Obviously, that's secondary.
2-2. Milwaukee has exactly 7 hits. As opposed to 7.3. That's fouled. Still 2-2.
Well, it's been quite a run for John Lester. You see the list of Cub pitchers with 7 innings or more, 7 or fewer hits consecutively. The great Greg Maddux 14 times in '92. Bill Lee, Fergie Jenkins, and Lester with this current run.
Another 2-2. It's full. Segura on deck.
Reboot.
There goes the runner toward third. Swing and a miss. Inning over. Milwaukee gets 1. It's now 5-2 Cubs.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
3 LA ladies could not get a date until a day came that would alter their fate.
They're looking at us. In LA, they look past us.
They crashed in a place unlike any they've been, where age doesn't matter and who cares if you're thin.
In Cleveland, everybody seems to think they can pull off wearing shorts.
Yes, Cleveland and all that these women could seek, and there you will find them 5 nights a week.
I get disgusting gestures 10 times a day. It is fantastic.
In Cleveland.
A full hour, weekdays at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Mondays. Sit back and get ready to be amazed. To fool Penn and Teller. Did he fool you? No! It takes a real warped mind.
A magician takes a piece of silverware and bends it with his mind.
You blew us away. Penn and Teller fool us.
Monday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
This Monday.
I don't think Dinner agree with me.
Either that or you made a baby.
I can't be pregnant.
Significant Mother.
Monday in the Quad Cities CW.
Who doesn't like barbecue ribs? Here's your chance to eat ribs and help kids at the 5th Annual Iowa Quad City Rotary Club's Ribs for Kids event. Presented by Nyland's Furniture, Friday, August 21st at Kelly's Irish Pub in Davenport. Enjoy a plate of Kelly's mouth-watering ribs and live music from Wicked Liz and the Belly Swirls. All money raised will go to support needy and at-risk children in the Quad City area. Go to ourquadcities.com to find out more, and we'll see you there.
Time to take a look at the Dunkin' Donuts fan cam. America runs on Dunkin'. Veteran right-hander Kyle Loesch, who was taken out of the Brewers rotation recently, making his second appearance out of the bullpen in this series. It was pretty good Monday, or Tuesday, I should say. Game 1. 2 scoreless innings on a hit, a walk, 2 strikeouts.
Stuff-wise, Loesch appears to be the same guy, but obviously the results have not been there. He was their opening day starter, was battered on opening day, and really got it going. It's the kind of year that gets you breaking down a lot of video, looking to see if maybe I'm tipping my pitches.
Strike 3 called. And Soler is out. Career numbers for Loesch, originally drafted by the Cubs 19 years ago in the 29th round. That's a strike on Ross.
Perhaps simplifying things a little bit, but maybe Carlos just needs a move to a different division. He spent a lot of time in the NL Central, so a lot of the hitters that he sees frequently have got a pretty good book on him.
That's a good point.
He's been in this division since 07. Cincinnati. Check that. 2006 he was with Cincinnati. Split 2007 between Cincinnati and Philadelphia.
Yeah, you know, I'm looking at Loesch and Ross, and I'm thinking, they had to be teammates at some point, right?
I think, right?
The
yeah.
Reds.
Yeah.
Starlin Castro on deck for Lester.
4 years in St. Louis before moving to Milwaukee. This is his 3rd season in a Brewer uniform.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. So back-to-back Ks for Loesch. Big hand for Starlin Castro, recently relegated to bench duty. We've seen him come in late to play second and pinch hit. And here he is batting for John Lester.
That bat's really become precious for a guy like Castro, who's used to getting 4 or 5 plate appearances a day.
Change up. On the edge. So Lester will leave a 5-2 lead, at least a 5-2 lead in the hands of the bullpen. Fastball low.
3-run lead with 9 outs to get. Seems fairly easy, but as you mentioned, on a day like today with the wind blowing out, it could be a little precarious.
That will drop for a base hit. Castro aboard with 2 outs for Russell. Madison fouls off first base side out of play. Well, should be fun tomorrow, huh? Kyle Hendricks against Jeff Samardzija. Think Jeff will be amped up?
Yeah, I would suspect he will be. Jeff's always amped up, and he'll have a little extra adrenaline pumping. You can see his last out. He's a couple rough ones here lately. He's been on a really good roll.
Yeah. For a while there, it looked like he might not finish the season with the White Sox, but in the end, they decided to hang on to him.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. The Tigers opted to sell. The White Sox did not. I think a lot of it just depends on each team's specific situation within their market. I think the Tigers have bought a lot of goodwill with all the winning they've done, and easier for them to maybe scuttle a season, and that's probably not the right term. They're still trying to win, obviously, but tougher play for the White Sox.
Yeah, Samardzija had a real good month of July, but August not so kind to this point. 4 2/3 his last 2 times out, and a combined 16 runs allowed. So 16 runs in 9 1/3 innings. Popped him up. Herrera goes out. Still going, and he makes a sliding catch. Nicely done by Herrera to end the inning. So we go to the 7th. It's the Cubs 5 and Milwaukee 2.
Jason, what can clients expect when they call Hupy and Abraham?
Simple. Experience and results. We don't put up with the insurance company's lowball tactics. We go after every dollar our clients deserve.
So what should injured people do?
Call Hupy and Abraham anytime for free. 800-800-5678.
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham right now.
Fridays, the most extraordinary acts.
Nailed it!
Ever assembled on one stage. Masters of Illusion.
Friday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
October 12th.
Josh!
A new series that's not about looking for Josh.
I haven't seen Josh yet.
Not about obsessing over Josh.
What's the deal with you and Josh?
And definitely not about moving cross country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy ex-girlfriend.
October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
3 LA ladies could not get a date until a day came that would alter their fate.
They're looking at us. In LA, they look past us.
They crashed in a place unlike any they'd been, where age doesn't matter and who cares if you're thin.
In Cleveland, everybody seems to think they can pull off wearing shorts.
Yes, Cleveland had all that these women could seek, and there you will find them 5 nights a week.
I get disgusting gestures 10 times a day. It is fantastic.
In Cleveland.
A full hour today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
To come up with a great answer,
Shake your butt when you're happy.
you have to think different. Name something you might like about living life as a woman.
Have my own breasts.
Yes! My very own breast! Find a whole new reality here on The Feud.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Watch Chicago's #1 news, ABC7 Eyewitness News, weeknights at 10 with Ron Majors, Kathy Brock, Cheryl Burton, Jerry Taft, and Mark Giangreco.
Cubs baseball on ABC7, brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing. Rely on the experts at U.S. Waterproofing. They've been helping Chicagoland homeowners since 1957. Visit seepage.com or call 888-SEEPAGE for a free consultation. U.S. Waterproofing, a better basement starts with us. Deep drive the other way. Segura flies to Soler for the out. Jason Mott is on.
Jason Mott is on for the 52nd time. had a run as the closer. And it looks like Hector Rondon has jumped back into that role here recently. It's been a little bit of a up and down ride here for Mott in recent outings. He's allowed runs in 3 of his last 4 appearances.
The 1-0 on Lucroy is fouled back. Mott dropped down a little bit on that pitch. Ex-Cub Neil Kotz. The improv team of Beer Shark Mice will conduct the stretch today. It's David Keckner. We've had David on before. Pat Finn, Pete Halney, Michael Coleman. They're performing here through Saturday at I.O. Chicago, their original home. That's Herrera to get Lucroy. 2 down. It'll bring up Ryan Braun. Democratic anarchy is what Beer Shark Mice provide. Sounds fun.
Speaking of anarchy,
do you think that facial hair was?
No, I was thinking about the bride and her.
Oh, I got you.
Her mates.
That one rifled over a leaping Russell and in the left for a base hit. So Braun with back-to-back 3-hit games.
Yeah, he's pretty darn good, that guy.
Yeah.
I don't think at the beauty contest he's going to win Mr. Congeniality. But he sure can play.
Davis with the runner on, 2 outs. And a strike.
Davis certainly has legit power. He's been swinging the bat well lately. At least he was coming into this series.
Oh, 2.
Cutter had more tilt to it than we normally see from Mott. A little depth to that pitch, more sliderish than cutterish.
Swing and a miss to end the inning, and it's time for the Mercedes-Benz 7th inning stretch.
Comedians David Keckner, Pat Finn, Pete Halney, and Michael Coleman.
All right, Cubs fans, let me hear ya! A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, 'cause it's root for the Commies. If they don't win, it's a shame. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some
Thursday, the Packers take on the Super Bowl winning Patriots. Football is back. Packers, Patriots. Thursday, coverage begins at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Talks, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on. From Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Our driver was at fault. Her medical bills piling up. She's desperate. I'm not going to deny her claim. I'll get real low on the offer. Remember, always let them know who's in charge. I'm so glad you called. The law offices of Hupy and Abraham. No one said we couldn't settle this one.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham right now.
Name something you might like about living life as a woman.
Have my own breasts.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW. The Simpsons. Today at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
1-1 the count. Two and one. Whammy. Ball four. Sorry, I had to do that. David Keckner comes into the booth. Here's the Mercedes drives of the game.
Yeah, there's your air show for you. Cubs with a couple home runs last night and 3 here all in the 5th inning.
That'll be it for Loesch. Pitching change in the 7th. Cubs leading 5-2.
October 12th.
Josh Chan?
A new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh? It's not about looking for Josh.
You know where he went, though? Because I'd love to,
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
Get registered for the Color Me Happy 5K run sponsored by Walgreens, September 19th in Rock Island. The event will benefit the Arc of the Quad Cities area. And this fun and colorful run will put a smile on your face and a splash of color on everything, while helping out individuals living with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Grab your friends and register now for the Color Me Happy 5K run, sponsored by Walgreens, to help support the Arc of the Quad Cities area, September 19th. To find out more, go to ourquadcities.com.
Who doesn't like barbecue ribs? Here's your chance to eat ribs and help kids at the 5th Annual Iowa Quad City Rotary Club's Ribs for Kids event. Presented by Nyland's Furniture, Friday, August 21st at Kelly's Irish Pub in Davenport. Enjoy a plate of Kelly's mouth-watering ribs and live music from Wicked Liz and the Belly Swirls. All money raised will go to support needy and at-risk children in the Quad City area. Go to ourquadcities.com to find out more, and we'll see you there.
Follow the Cubs all season with MLB.com at bat. At bat is up to the moment, at any moment, with in-game highlights, live look-ins, replay reviews, radio broadcasts, StatCast, and more. Get MLB.com at bat for your smartphone or tablet.
Here is Neil Kotz.
Greg Counsell goes to the lefty with Schwarber. And then the switch hitter Herrera and Rizzo to follow.
Driven in the air, The Babe has done it again. One of these days, he's going to call his shot here at Wrigley Field.
Yes, sir. He is very impressive. Just when you think he might be going into a little bit of a downturn, he said, nope, don't count me out. Boom, boom. 2 jacks today. Numbers 7 and 8, straightaway center. Last time, and that good opposite field power we've referenced since he came to the big leagues, and the air show continues. Iceman, I got a bogey on my left.
Into the corner. Herrera getting into the mix. Very rude greeting for Neil Kotz. Well, I admit it, I kind of scoffed at your, well, Kyle Schwarber hasn't played a lot, but he might be able to squeak into the Rookie of the Year debate. I just didn't think he was going to get enough plate appearances, but if he just keeps doing what he's doing,
yeah, I mean,
the quality is pretty good.
Yeah, I think if he keeps this up, he's definitely going to be in the conversation. A very crowded field, and tough to win that award entering the race. Kind of like he missed the early primaries, but he's coming on strong here. Kind of like the Correa kid over in Houston.
Yep. Yeah, the guys over at CBSSports.com, they did kind of an updated NL Rookie of the Year list. They actually had Jung Ho Gung at the top, Jock Peterson, Chris Bryant, Matt Duffy, Noah Syndergaard, Chris Heston, throwing a no-hitter, Miguel Franco, Randall Grichuk, and got to put Schwarber in that mix. It has been a great year for rookies, especially here in Chicago. And while Bryce Harper, it feels like, won the MVP probably 6 weeks into the season, Anthony Rizzo is very much in that mix. And Harper's the guy at the moment. There's no question about it. But Rizzo should be in the top 3 or 4 at the very least.
Yeah, Paul Goldschmidt has been a beast all year long. Can't discount what he has done. The voters tend to favor guys on winning clubs. A lot of guys on this club in the mix for a postseason or hardware. Jake Arrieta, yep. Joe Madden for Manager of the Year.
Well, that's a good call, especially a team coming off an 89-loss season. And Managers of the Year tend to come from teams where you have a big turnaround in the record. Infield in, swing and a miss. Joe, by the way, has won 2 American League Manager of the Year awards, 2008 and 2011. Again, it's still too soon to say. Harper may be the unanimous choice for MVP in the National League. That's how good he's been. But in the non-Harper category, Rizzo's right there. Mm-hmm. Yep. Strike 3. Looking. 2 outs.
Chris may be sitting on something soft.
Tommy Hunter got his first win as a Cub last night. Knocked down by Lucroy. Three balls, no strikes.
Three 3-0 on a hot day with the wind blowing out. A hitter's dream. Sometimes you get into a lopsided game and you call off the dogs a little bit. You don't swing on 3-0, but I would not say we're at that point in this ball game yet.
Rogers in foul territory, and that will end the inning. With this crowd of over 40,000 on their feet again as Kyle Schwarber hits his second of the day. It's 7-2 after 7.
I love coming to River Bandits games. I love eating popcorn and watching baseball. And all those crazy, funny acts. But mostly, I like to play in the bounce house and ride cool rides like the Ferris wheel and the dropping twist. And if I do my chores, my dad even lets me stay up late and watch the fireworks.
Dylan, you missed the spot there.
Well, at least I don't have to clean the bathroom.
The River Bandits at Modern Woodman Park.
Where the fun never stops.
The driver wasn't looking.
The bike's wrecked.
I'm out of work.
The insurance company didn't seem to care. They just wanted to give me a small check.
So I called Hupie and Abraham. They got my bike fixed.
My medical bill's covered. Plus, they got me a whole lot more than the insurance company offered.
The lawyers with experience.
Hupie and Abraham.
Local lawyers who respect riders because they are riders.
Hupie and Abraham has successfully represented thousands of injured bikers, many with substantial multi-million-dollar settlements. Call 800-800-5678. Hupie and Abraham, right now.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
My name's Buck Naked. I'm a porno actor.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
They'll stop at nothing.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
To make an impression.
Sure you don't want me to take my clothes off? 'Cause I'll do it.
A little respect, for I am Costanza, Lord of the Idiots.
Seinfeld, weeknights on the Quad Cities CW. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. You won't see them face off in the regular season. You'll only see them on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station. Tonight, the Packers take on the Super Bowl winning Patriots. Football is back. Packers, Patriots. Tonight, coverage begins at 6 on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 is brought to you by Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Soler is out. Denorfia is in.
Denorfia, late game replacement in left field last night, made a very nice play up against the wall. Here comes Tommy Hunter.
Rogers fouls out of play.
This is Hunter's 6th appearance since joining the Cubs. He was the winning pitcher last night. 3 up, 3 down, 10th. He gave up some solid contact, a line out and a deep fly to left. Also had a punch out.
Just kind of living in the moment now. You know, the Cubs trying to win 13 out of 14. And when you're in the middle of it, it's hard sometimes to just grab the context of it. This is the best stretch the Cubs have had in a long time. Coming in winners of 12 of 13, best 13-game stretch since 2001 as Hunter strikes out Rogers. I believe the Rays last year under Joe Madden ended up being his final year as their manager. Lost either 13 out of 14 or 14 out of 15. And that kind of spelled the end. They did eventually get back to 500, but they missed out on a playoff spot. Herrera shoots this one to deep center. Fowler can't get it. Second double of the day for Elian Herrera. So it's one of those things where it's hard to be a playoff team when you lose 13 out of 14. And I guess we could say the counter is if you win 13 out of 14, you would think you'd have a pretty good chance.
Things are happening, yeah.
Normally, you gotta be pretty good.
Yeah, if you have a good pitching staff, normally you can avoid long losing streaks. Not always, but that's the thinking. Well, this current run, you can't say it came out of nowhere, but it's, you know, they're kind of vacillating. You know, 5-6 games above 500. Win a couple, lose a couple for a long time, and boy, they just took off.
Upper deck foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Perez 2 hits, an RBI, and a stolen base. Now that's the other thing, because the post-game conversation, some of it will be about John Lester and the running game for the other team. But you hit 4 home runs. You've got a pretty comfortable lead. Lester can get the win today. He only gave up 2 runs in his 6 innings. So while those topics of conversation become a huge deal on Twitter and Baseball Tonight and MLB Network and the talk shows, the bottom line is the Cubs are poised to get their 7th straight win.
Yeah, and despite the issues with the running game, John Lester pitched 6 innings and allowed 2 runs. I mean, so he's been able to do that. I mean, he's given up a lot of stolen bases this year. This is the first time that we've seen a team, you know, really try to exploit the throwing issue. But at the end of the day,
right,
it matters not what it looks like. It matters what the final numbers are. And 6 innings pitched, 2 runs allowed. Another outstanding effort.
So we would not claim it's a non-issue. It's just keeping it within the context of how he's pitched this season. Yeah. One bouncer to Bryant. 2 down. The next ABC7 Cubs broadcast will be 6 o'clock from U.S. Cellular Field. The Cubs and the White Sox. Game 2 of the weekend set. Logan Schaefer due. Joe Madden is going to go with Travis Wood. We'll be back in the 8th.
October 12th.
Josh Chan?
A new CW series.
Josh!
That's not about Josh.
Dude, we should hang out. I haven't seen Josh yet.
What's the deal with you and Josh? It's not about looking for Josh.
You know where he went, though? Because I'd love to, like...
It's not about obsessing over Josh.
You are obsessed with him.
It's definitely not about moving cross-country for Josh.
I did not move here because of Josh, because that would be crazy, and I am not crazy.
Crazy Ex-Girlfriend.
Series premiere October 12th on the Quad Cities CW.
Two and a Half Men presents Manly Rules of the House. Number 30, think before you drink.
Can I have some of that?
Beer? No.
Why not?
Well, it's like this. Alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, so?
I rest my case.
It's Two and a Half Men.
A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Family Guy's been hacked.
What is this? What's going on?
And the family's freaking out.
What are we watching?
Every intimate detail.
Chris, our bath is ready.
I don't know what to do now.
Every embarrassing moment.
You know, Meg, I'd love to see you without your hat on.
Okay. Every compromising situation.
You look like garbage. What happened?
Tap into Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised.
Today at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Cubs baseball on ABC7 is being brought to you by Toyota. The annual clearance event is going on now. Visit your local Toyota dealer today or buyatoyota.com to learn more. Toyota. Let's go places. Here's Travis Wood.
Second appearance in this series for Wood. Pitched a scoreless inning in the opener.
Herrera's at second. 2 outs. In the air out in the deep left. Schwarber's on the dirt. And he makes the grab, and the inning is over. Bottom 8, 7-2 Cubs.
Some of us see camping as one of life's greatest pleasures. From fishing to sleeping under the stars to hiking or even cooking outside. Using quality equipment makes sure every moment will be memorable and fun. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we offer a huge selection of camping gear from top brands like Sun Dolphin, Camp Chef, Igloo, Buck Knives, Coleman, Frog Togs, Leatherman, and more. So make the great outdoors even more enjoyable with genuine value you can depend on from Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
So this insurance adjuster, he comes to my house, he sits on my couch, and he tries to tell me that this small check is all my case is worth.
I called 800-800-5678.
Lawyers that do more than just talk.
Not only did they get me what I deserved,
they got me a lot of money.
They have the experience to handle cases like mine.
Cases like yours.
They know how to stand up to the insurance company.
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham right now.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm.
My hair isn't really blue. Like caramba.
A realm full of... and... where children never age.
The foul stench of youth.
And donuts hold the key to the universe.
Donuts.
Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Today at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Tonight,
we can only protect JT for so long.
when you chase the devil,
Do you think it's a trap?
you could catch hell.
Well, this changes everything.
Beauty and the Beast. All new episode.
Tonight on the Quad Cities CW.
3 LA ladies could not get a date till they crashed in a place that would alter their fate.
Cleveland.
Not in Cleveland.
Today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
Cub fans, if you miss any of today's action, ABC7 will be rebroadcasting each one of their Cubs matchups on the Live Well Network. Today's encore of Cubs versus the Brewers will be aired in its entirety beginning at 7 on ABC7's digital channel 7.2 and the following cable channel positions.
There's K-Rod. They haven't been able to use him in a save spot. So he'll pitch here in the 8th, trailing by 5.
He's not been out there since picking up save number 26 on Sunday against the Cardinals. He's perfect this year. His last blown save came on August 27th of last year in San Diego. So he continues to climb that list. Obviously had a great career, and he's morphed from a power guy to a finesse guy. Throws his changeup almost as much as his fastball. And fastball in terms of velocity now below average. Gives you a lot of motion out there to contemplate.
And earlier in his career, it was a slider. That was his out pitch. He's a curveball guy now in terms of the breaking ball. 1-2 on Ross.
Many times closers do not fare well in situations like this, because especially a finesse guy who beats you with changeups, because the anxiety factor is not there for the hitters.
I do not know the context, but Stephen Nesbitt, who covers the Pirates for the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette, has this gem of a quote from Clint Hurdle. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer that the more you lose, the closer you are to winning.
Ooh, that's Yogi-like.
That's pretty good. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So are we going down the more you lose, the more you're due to break out of it road? I don't know how the quote came to be, but I like it.
Yeah. We're not winning, but by golly, we're close to winning, because we got another game on the schedule tomorrow. He can't be referencing his own club, can he? They've been doing a lot of winning.
Well, they haven't done a lot of losing.
Done well against St. Louis.
Yeah, except first couple of games in St. Louis, but I would think they'll be okay. Here's DeNorfia. There's the curveball in the dirt. That's a strike. People have asked me what's the turning point? Is it the Bryant home run? Was it this or that? I think retroactively it's very easy to go back and say this is when everything turned or changed. I just think this team's been really good. They've hit a little better. I don't have the numbers, but runners in scoring position here as of late. They're taking a ton of walks. They're knocking starters out early. And if that confidence comes from a particular game or two, maybe that's the case.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in turning points.
You know, they get swept by the Phillies. Phillies were hot coming out of the break. High deep drive. Chris DeNorfia back toward the wall. Gone. 5 homers for the Cubs today. Number 2 for Chris as a Cub.
Never mind this defensive replacement stuff. I could swing it. Through the hands. Quiet body, quick hands. Good result. There's your Toyota home run cam. Toyota's getting their money's worth here today.
First time this year the Cubs have hit 5 in a game.
Get out of here.
Braun retires Russell. So yeah, so you get swept by the Phillies. You get no hit. That didn't feel good. But aside from the Friday game, that's the one that kind of stung because you had a lead late. The Monday game, you beat the Rockies on the Bryant home run. That was big. But remember, Rizzo came up with a big home run. They took 2 out of 3 from the Rockies. And then everything has been peachy. They've only lost 1 time since. They caught Milwaukee at a good time just after they had made trades. Took advantage of that. Split with the Pirates. If anything, I think the series against the Giants
well, I
kind of felt like a moment.
And I think what happened was Joe Madden seized the opportunity. His club had started to play better, and a lot of it was because they were playing weaker teams. They had favorable pitching matchups. They got into that Giant series, and also you could just tell with the way he managed, it was like he was sending a signal, whether he intended to or not, that, okay, boys, here we go. We're going to start treating these games like playoff games the way I manage, moving pieces around, early moves to the bullpen.
That one will drop without a play in the bullpen.
I always talk about how the baseball season is it's a marathon, not a sprint. Well, we're kind of getting into the sprint phase here of the schedule. Well, you saw with the move of Russell to shortstop and Castro to the bench. It was like it's crunch time. It's time to go with what we feel like is our best chance to win.
Fair ball. Fowler towards second. 4th reach of the afternoon. 2 walks, a home run, and a double.
Well, it's a good day at the office right there for leadoff man. Fowler's day still might not be enough to get him the man of the match with what this kid is doing.
Pitch to Schwarber, and he went. Hyundai player of the game.
Big fly. And then Oppo. Nothing cheap about either one of those. My goodness. This is what I like. I like this confident stare. Jake Peavy wasn't a big fan of it.
Then what are you looking at? It's just Schwarber went, what? Huh?
Yeah, he's not trying to intimidate anybody. He's just getting into his happy place mentally, getting ready to do his job. Going through his checklist. What does this guy like to throw? What does he do when he's ahead? What's he do when he's behind? K-Rod likes to pitch backwards. Fall behind in the count. Get you looking fastball and come with that changeup.
At the end of the bat, floated into left, base hit. Fowler around third. He will score. Schwarber has knocked in 4 today.
Well, he's been good off the tee today, and his short game is pretty good, too. Little lob wedge into shallow left to bring home another one.
Well, your theory about the struggles of closers in non-save spots, bolstered by this 8th inning.
Yeah.
Herrera takes a pitch low.
And I think most people would say it's because the closer, whoever that guy is, used to pitching in those high leverage situations, doesn't quite have the adrenaline, isn't as engaged. And that may be true, but I think the other piece of it is a big part of it too, is that the hitters just aren't as anxious.
Line center field. And it's Schaefer to make the grab. They get 2 off K-Rod. 1 on a Denorfia homer. The other on the Schwarber single. It's 9-2 as we go to the ninth.
The accident came without warning. Now you're injured. What you do next could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. Don't risk your family's future. You want more? All the money you deserve? Get it done. Call free right now and tell the insurance company you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Huppy and Abraham right now.
Fridays, the most extraordinary acts ever assembled on one stage. Masters of Illusion.
Friday at 7 on the Quad Cities CW.
You want to feel connected, informed, included on every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text Washington. Tell them local stations matter.
To come up with a great answer,
Shake your butt when you're happy.
you have to think different. Name something you might like about living life as a woman.
Have my own breasts.
Yes! Yes! My very own breast! Find a whole new reality here on The Feud.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Family Guy's been hacked.
What is this? What's going on?
And the family's freaking out.
What are we watching?
Every intimate detail.
Chris, our bath is ready.
I don't know what to do now.
Every embarrassing moment.
You know, Meg, I'd love to see you without your hat on. Okay.
Every compromising situation.
You look like garbage. What happened?
Tap into Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised.
Today at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Tap into Family Guy.
Today at 5:30 on the Quad Cities CW.
Great to have you with us today. Cubs have exploded for 5 homers and 9 runs. With the wind blowing out, they have taken full advantage. Martin Maldonado will pinch hit to start the 9th against Travis Wood, who got the final out of the 8th. Well, and you were right about Joe not messing around. He's got Justin Grimm up in the bullpen with a 7-run lead. Just in case. We should call him Just in Case Grimm.
Yeah, and yes, just in case, and maybe keeping an eye on Wood's workload here this afternoon. Wants to have everybody as fresh as possible for the weekend series.
I got another idea for the turning point. How about drafting Bryant, drafting Schwarber, signing Lester, grabbing Joe Madden? I just can't pinpoint one thing. It just feels like it's all part of the bigger picture. Strike 3 call.
Well, I don't deny that you can get a little bump from a big win, a big, a late game rally or something like that, but you still has to translate to the next day and the next day, and so it just.
Well, how about the Cardinal comeback when Peralta hit the homer off Strop? At the time, it felt like this devastating, and they didn't let it bother him. Rizzo over near the tarp. He doesn't need to scale it this time, but he overran it a bit. Sun may have been an issue, and it'll drop.
They say baseball is a humbling game.
Yeah.
We guy that went up on the tarp into the stands gets turned around a little bit. Yeah, that's not an easy chance. Looks bad when you miss it, but the way that wind is blowing here today. Yeah, a lot of times you'll hear people talk about team rallying together after a beanball incident, a big fight. And it's okay. I agree that can give you a little bit of a lift, kind of a bonding event for a team. But if it really works all that well, why don't you get more fights?
Well, and I think sometimes for players, they may say things about momentum and hitting's contagious and all this stuff that makes guys like us, our eyes roll. But if they believe it, that's all that matters, right? So sometimes perception matters in the clubhouse, even if we don't agree with the assessment. And that's okay.
Yeah, and sometimes I think as a player you say things that you don't necessarily believe, but that's what you're supposed to say. That's the script when the writers come in after the game and they want to know about momentum and hitting being contagious. You just feed the beast.
Well, the bottom line is this is a very good ball club and looking for its 65th win and 17 over 500 and a 5-game lead in the race for the second wild card spot, and a chance to get within 1 game of the Pirates for the top wild card spot.
As Joe would say, it's groovy, man. It's a beautiful thing.
0-2. Giants will host Washington later tonight. Steven Strasburg, Ryan Vogelsong. Pirates are in St. Louis. Francisco Liriano and Lance Lynn. We'll let the crowd tell you what's going to happen here in this at-bat.
It's kind of waiting for the Joe Madden signs to start popping up around the ballpark. The Maddenisms. It's a beautiful thing, man, and it's groovy. Do simple better. With this Cub club right now, hitting on all cylinders. Last night it was just a spectacular defensive display, and this afternoon the bats show up in a very large way.
So they lost 4 of 6 to start this season series. They've now taken 7 in a row from Milwaukee. And yeah, it was, let's see, today's Thursday.
Yeah.
So going into that series a week ago today, the Cubs were a half a game behind the Giants. They're now 5 ahead of San Francisco. That's hard to do.
Yeah, it is hard to do it. It's been a very impressive run. John Lester doing his piece today. 6 innings of 2-run baseball. The bullpen got it done. Schwarber, Rizzo, Bedorfia, Fowler all going deep. Did I miss anybody?
Well, Kyle Schwarber is standing by with Jesse Rogers. Jesse.
2 home runs, 4 RBI for you. What an afternoon. Take me through your day, your thought process after your first inning strikeout.
You know, I was struggling a little bit, been struggling the last couple games, and just trying to turn it around and put in good at-bats. You know, just went back trying to get pitches I could handle and, you know, hitting strikes.
You've talked so much about the transition from the minors, actually from college all the way up to the majors in 1 year, really. Why has it been so easy, or why does it look so easy?
I'm just trying to stick with what I'm doing up there. Be patient, be aggressive, get my pitch, and when I do get it, don't miss it.
How about this roll you guys are on? You take 7 in a row from the Milwaukee Brewers, 7 consecutive wins overall. What's it like here at Wrigley Field for you?
It's great. These fans are awesome. This team's awesome. We're on a roll right now, and we need all the support we can get.
Kyle, congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's Cubs left fielder catcher Kyle Schwarber, his 7th and 8th home runs as the Cubs win for the 7th consecutive time. Back to you, Len and JD.
Jesse, thank you. Good work. And, wow, good work by Kyle Schwarber. And, yeah, you could name a lot of guys who have contributed. Good to see Starlin Castro get a hit off the bench as he gets accustomed to a new role. And off to the south side for the weekend. Cubs will remain in Chicago, but a 3-game, quote, road trip coming up. 9-2 the final. We'll be back.
Could not get a date until a day came that would alter their fate.
They're looking at us. In LA, they look past us.
They crashed in a place unlike any they've been, where age doesn't matter and who cares if you're thin.
In Cleveland, everybody seems to think they can pull off wearing shorts.
Yes, Cleveland had all that these women could seek, and there you will find them 5 nights a week.
I get disgusting gestures 10 times a day. It is fantastic.
In Cleveland.
A full hour today at 4 on the Quad Cities CW.
To come up with a great answer,
shake your butt when you're happy.
You have to think different. Name something you might like about living life as a woman.
Have my own breasts.
Yes! Yes! My very own breasts! Find a whole new reality here on The Feud.
Weeknights at 6 on the Quad Cities CW.
Chicago Cubs baseball on ABC7 has been brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. By Ford, America's best-selling brand. Check out our entire lineup at your local Ford store or at localfordstores.com. And by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers. Final score today as the Cubs engineer their second straight sweep. Cubs 9, Brewers 2. Lester at 500, 8-8 on the year. Tyler Cravy started this game well, but then gave up a couple of homers. He drops to 0-4. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Chicago Cubs and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Chicago Cubs. Back to close it out from Wrigley Field in a moment.
The world's worst roommates.
Toilet's not working, so stay out of the shower.
Whose line is it anyway? Monday in the Quad Cities CW.
This Monday.
I don't think dinner agreed with me.
Either that or you made a baby.
I can't be pregnant.
She can't be pregnant. I did the hokey pokey. I put my whole self in. I pulled my whole self out.
I cannot believe my wife has sex with you.
Significant Mother. Monday in the Quad Cities CW.
Polyrhythms presents their second annual Jazz and Heritage Festival, August 21st through 23rd. Celebrate on Friday and Saturday at Rock Island's MLK Park and on Sunday in the RME's Redstone Room in Davenport. Bring your lawn chairs, relax, and listen as we celebrate the musical legacy of the Quad Cities with headliners Nina Freelon and Billy Branch and the Sons of Blues. This festival is free and open to the public. The Polyrhythms Jazz and Heritage Festival, August 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
Meet the eligible bachelors of Seinfeld. George.
My name's Buck Naked. I'm a porno actor.
Jerry.
I'm single, I'm thin, and I'm neat.
And Kramer.
I can't get my pants off.
They'll stop at nothing.
My name is George. I'm unemployed and I live with my parents.
To make an impression.
Sure you don't want me to take my clothes off? 'Cause I'll do it.
A little respect, for I am Costanza, Lord of the Idiots.
Seinfeld, weeknights on the Quad Cities CW.
2.5 Men presents Manly Rules of the House. Number 30, think before you drink.
Can I have some of that?
Beer? No.
Why not?
Well, it's like this. Alcohol is for people who can afford to lose a few brain cells.
Yeah, so?
I rest my case.
It's 2.5 Men. A full hour, weeknights at 9 on the Quad Cities CW.
Make sure you join us again on Saturday here on ABC7 on the South Side. Cubs and White Sox Crosstown Cup game 2 of the set, 6 o'clock Central Time. Once again, the final score today, the Cubs 9 and the Brewers 2. For JD and our entire ABC7 crew here at Wrigley Field, I'm Len Casper. Thanks for watching Cubs baseball. Stay tuned. The ABC Eyewitness News is next.
It's a great time at Pints to sit out on our beer garden and watch your favorite sports teams while enjoying one of our 20 beers on tap. Or grab your friends and grab a seat at the full-service bar and catch all the sports action on any one of our 11 TVs at Pints. Stop by Pints on Utica Ridge Road.
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. You won't see them face off in the regular season. You'll only see them on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station. Tonight, the Packers take on the Super Bowl winning Patriots. Football is back. Packers, Patriots. Tonight, coverage begins at 6 on the Quad Cities CW, your official Packers station.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm.
My hair isn't really blue. Like caramba.
A realm full of... and... where children never age.
Ugh, the foul stench of youth.
And donuts hold the key to the universe.
Donuts.
Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset. Today at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Tonight,
we can only protect JT for so long.
when you chase the devil,
Do you think it's a trap?
you could catch hell.
Well, this changes everything.
Beauty and the Beast. All new episode.
Tonight on the Quad Cities CW.
Hot in Cleveland.
A full hour up next on the Quad Cities CW.
For you, bronze package. Triple the price, doubles the contract.
You want a big muscle?
You want a big muscle?
I make your little muscle into big muscle.
Say no to gym intimidation. Say yes to Planet Fitness. We're not a gym, we're Planet Fitness.
We appreciate all the support you have given Living Lands and Waters over the years. Now, helping us help others is easier than ever. When you visit a participating local Subway restaurant this weekend, you'll help support us. So stop into a Subway restaurant and start making a difference.
Basically, I wanted to take a different career path. HVAC is an important industry because everybody needs heat in there. The 2 hours that we had in the lab time, plus the 2 hours that we spent in the classroom, I mean, it just worked wonders. The way that the teachers instructed us, the way that they showed us how to do everything, plus the hands-on, it was just by far one of the best educational programs I've seen. Go see what they have because, I mean, they have a little bit of everything for everybody.
If you want to shed the fat and sculpt your body to get that slim, sexy look of your dreams, then you need to stop working out.
Say what?
and start rocking out with Rockin' Body, the fun new body makeover system that was created by fitness expert and Insanity creator Shaun T.
Rockin' Body combines dance and fitness in a fun new way so you can achieve insane weight loss.
I lost 30 pounds dancing.
Now you can tone and tighten your abs, shrink and shape your hips and thighs, and lift and firm your booty, all while you're just dancing.
I've lost 33 pounds. I feel sexy.
And now, for a limited time, the complete $80 Rockin' Body system is 75% off. That's right, Rockin' Body is only $19.95. We'll even upgrade you to express shipping free. Get the complete Rockin' Body system for only $19.95.
Call 1-800-993-1886 or order online at rockinbody.com. That's 1-800-993-1886. Call now.
He's older. Good boy. So he needs my help all day. When my back pain flared up, we both felt it. I took Tylenol at first, but I had to take 6 pills to get through the day. Then my friend said, try Aleve, just 2 pills all day. And now, here we go. I am back for my best bud.
Aleve, all day strong. And try Aleve PM, now with an easy open cap.
On some dating apps, people want to get you to bed.
Why don't we just get it to go?
On other apps, they're in a rush to get wed.
Ta-da!
Oh. But Match is the app for those who want this instead.
So maybe dinner next time?
I like dinner.
Match. Start for free today.
You're getting 3 here.
Uh-huh.
All right, here goes.
Oh. Cheddar, sour cream and onion, and salt and vinegar.
Wow. How did you do that?
I can see through the blindfold.
Pringles! I got a serious burn on today, bro. Did you get your burn on?
I guess so.
Burning, bro.
Say no to gym intimidation. Say yes to Planet Fitness. We're not a gym. We're Planet Fitness.
Beyond this blue hair lies another realm.
My hair isn't really blue. Like caramba!
A realm full of where children never age.
The foul stench of youth.
And donuts hold the key to the universe.
Donuts.
Join us as we explore The Simpsons.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset.
Weekdays at 5 on the Quad Cities CW.
Choosing from the $4 menu is not for the indecisive. Incredible values await. Behold the original double steak burger meal. The taco salad and chili cheese footlong meals. The garlic double steak burger meal.
What's that sound, Master?
Kung Fu elbow. Try it.
The $4 menu, where all meals are under $4 at Steak and Shake.
My experience at MTI was the best experience I could have had. Their dental assisting program is amazing. As far as being able to succeed, MTI, they didn't give up on me. They pushed me, they helped me. The lab especially was awesome because there was plenty of room for all the students to be able to practice everything that we would need when we go out in the field to get a job. About halfway through classes, I ended up having my 4th child. And they didn't take my hours away of that. My teacher helped me study, and she helped me get through all my tests. I am currently working at the office that I externed at. I actually have more time with my children now because I don't have to work nights, I don't have to work weekends. If I could do it with having a 4th child thrown into the mix, anybody really can. They help me get over these obstacles in life that I don't